All right. Shalom, shalom. It's your brother Ainwa Zaab, aka Humble Wolf, coming out of HOI, New York, New Jersey. First and foremost, I want to give all thanks, all praise, all glory, all honor to the Most High God, Yahweh. And I do so in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai's name, his son, whom the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah, right? So coming out of HOI, New York, New Jersey, of course, I want to give double honors to the elders out of HOI, Elder Zabak, Elder Priest Torah, all you senior men, right? All you strong brothers and that's out there on the front lines, and all you beautiful sisters out of HOI, and of course, all brothers and sisters from all camps and congregations, right? Want to give honors and praise to the Most High God for waking up our brothers and sisters in all camps and congregations, right? Shalom to all you brothers and sisters. So let's get straight into it, man. Give you some piece of necessary food in these last days, right? Like I like to call it, just some different things that I'm seeing in the news and just have to rebuke it and bring it out in these last days, right? So back again, man, this thing is happening all the time. This damn Pope and the Catholic Church. Man, I saw this earlier today, man. It made my stomach turn, and I made sure that I have to rebuke it and cast this down, right? So let's read a little bit of this right here. Ex-Pope Benedict admits faulty testimony in child abuse case. Ratzinger accused of failing to take action against clerics in 4 cases of alleged abuse when Archbishop of Munich. See that? He was the last pope before the so-called current one we have now. He was the last so-called pope. He's a German guy, Joseph Ratzinger, I believe his name is, a.k.a. Pope Benedict XVI, right? Look at him. Looks like a snake, man. Oof. Oh, that looks like nightmares, man. Look at the devil in the flesh. Woo. And he's supposed to be the so-called Holy Father, right? It's disgusting, man. Right? Former Pope Benedict XVI has admitted to giving a false statement to a child sex abuse inquiry when he said he had mistakenly told investigators in Germany he did not attend a meeting in 1980 when he was the Archbishop of Munich. They try to make it like he's so distant from knowing. He knew exactly what was going on. These so-called Catholic priests and popes and archbishops and monsignors and all, man, they a lot of them are into this pedophilia business, right? All up in the so-called Catholic Church, touching up little boys, right? They have documentaries all over the place about this, but no one's talking about it, right? This place is disgusting. The acknowledgement came on Monday after a report released last week on abuse in the archdiocese from 1945 to 2019, said then Cardinal Joseph Ratzinger failed to take action against clerics in 4 cases of alleged abuse when he was its archbishop between 1977 and 1982. One case involved the transfer to Munich of a priest to undergo therapy, which was approved under Ratzinger in 1980. Here's the point I want to get to. The priest was allowed to resume pastoral work, right? Still open in the Catholic Church, a decision that the church has said was made by a lower ranking official without consulting the archbishop. In 1986, the priest received a suspended sentence for molesting a boy, right? So he was still allowed to be up in the pulpit and still resume pastoral work, right? Still give you the bread and the crackers and the wine, right? Right? Still can do confession, right? And he there molesting little boys. Well documented. And the Catholic Church, all up in the higher offices of the Catholic Church, your bishops and your cardinals and your this and your that's, the popes and all of this, they all know about this damn disgusting truth. That there's a known insidious behavior in the Catholic Church. They're touching up little boys. And it has to be talked about, man. This place is disgusting. Let's get the classic, man. Leviticus 20 and 13. People are disgusting, man. It has to be called out, man. No longer can we just sit down and not say nothing about nothing. It's disgusting, man. Leviticus 20 and 13. Let's get the classic. Thus saith the Lord. Right? Leviticus 20 and 13. If a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Right? So you as a big grown man going behind another little boy, first of all, what are you doing behind a little boy? Right? You shouldn't even be doing that nonsense. You shouldn't be going behind a man, fatherless little boy. And it's well documented at the Catholic Church, people giving their bread and their crackers and their wine, and they're going up there and they doing all the Hail Mary and Our Father, right? They're touching little boys. And it's sick. And it has to be rebuked, man. Salak, man, this is disgusting. Psalms 94 and 16. Because who else gonna talk about it? Right? They put it in a little article and then they move on. But they're not gonna really talk about it and really cast it down like that for real. Psalms chapter 94 and verse 16. Right? Book of Psalms chapter 94 and 16. It says, who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Who else gonna talk about this, man? Who else gonna talk about this in this kind of light? Because they're gonna sweep it under the rug. They're gonna tell you, oh, it's not too bad, you know, he had a problem. We gave him therapy. Nah, man, I know what kind of therapy he needs. Right? He need a deaf therapy. That's what he need. They're going behind little boys. But wait a minute, that's not my words. That's thus saith the Lord. Because they're going to say it's hate speech and all of that. Hold on now. Hold on. When I say they need a deaf, they need judgment. Right? They need therapy. They need deaf therapy. But that's not my words. That's thus saith the Lord. Leviticus 20 and 13 again. If a man also lie with mankind as he lied with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. That's thus saith the Lord in that same Bible that y'all claim to believe in as a Judo-Christian society. Right? And this so-called Catholic Church is well documented for going behind little boys. And it has to be called out, man. It has to be called out. See that? So yeah, man, this place is finished. And God got a hard and swift and righteous judgment for them. So thus saith the Lord. Let's get some more news. Let's move on from this before I get more upset. Right? So this is, I don't want this one. I don't want this one. I want this one. Yeah, this is, I like that, I like that right there. I like that right there, yeah. See that? Yeah. Ukraine, got their joints locked and loaded. Got the young boys in the cut. They ready. Let's get a nice little visual on that. Israel's a visual people. Yeah, man. An instructor trains members of Ukraine's territorial defense forces, volunteer military units of the armed forces in a city park in Kiev, Ukraine, Saturday, January 26, 2022. Dozens of civilians have been joining Ukraine's army reserve in recent weeks amid fears about Russia's invasion. So they gearing up, man. Yup. They gearing up. Time is coming, man. We've been talking about it for years. Our elders been talking about this stuff for years. Going into this third world war. And it's right before your eyes, but y'all sleeping. Y'all have no idea what's going on in these last days. Y'all focused on tea. Y'all focused on all this other garbage, on celebrities. right? While judgment is all over the place. U.S. puts 8,500 troops on heightened alert amid Russia tension, right? We've been talking about that Cold War is about to get real hot. You won't see the pot start boiling just now. At first you put it on, and at first you staring at it, and it's never boiling. But once you walk away and your mind is focusing on other stuff, boom, as soon as you come back to the kitchen, it's boiling. The water almost gone now. Why? Because we living in the last days. At President Joe Biden's direction, the Pentagon is putting about 8,500 U.S.-based troops on heightened alert in potential deployment to Europe to reassure allies amid rising fears of a possible Russian military move on Ukraine. See that? And they already had in the Ukraine U.S. embassy, the U.S. embassy in Ukraine, Salakia, that to pull out, get all your lead, all your U.S. civilians and all that. Nah, time to come out of Ukraine because they know something about to go down. Right? Pentagon Press Secretary John Kirby said Monday no final decisions have been made on deployments, which he said would happen only if the NATO alliance decides to activate a rapid response force or if other situations develop, quote unquote, or if other situations develop. Yeah, we know what situations are going to develop, man. This kingdom is going to crumble right before our very eyes, man. This kingdom was going to crumble right before our very eyes. We just have to just endure to the end, brothers and sisters. Right? It's easier said than done, but we got to endure to the end, man. We have to endure to the end. Because we're going to go through some things in these last days, but through the spirit and power of the Most High and His Son, we're going to come through out of this. Why? Because we see in these last days that this kingdom is crumbling. Right? Let's get some scripture on this, man. Let's get some scripture on this. St. Luke chapter 12. Right? Because our elders have been talking about this, right? This truth has been going out in these last days like wildfire. More and more people are hearing about this truth. More and more people are waking up to this. And it's no longer a time to play games and be sleep out here. You got to see the times that we living in these last days. St. Luke 12:54. And he said also to the people, when you see a cloud rise out of the west, straightway you say, there cometh a shower, and so it is. And when ye see the south wind blow, ye say, there will be heat, and it come to pass. Ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky and of the earth, but how is it that ye do not discern this time? Y'all still sleeping? This is what Yahweh Shah is talking about, man. Right? Red letter, as they would say. Right? This is Yahweh Shah speaking. And it says what? Ye hypocrites. We can know about the different things that's going to happen when it comes to the weather. And we know about sports. And we know about, the stock market. And we know about all these other different garbage out here. Right? We can discern and we can know all these different things. But when it comes to the discerning the times, we sleeping. You can discern the face of the sky and of the earth and all these other different things. But what about these times you're living in, these last days we're living in? Right? Let's go back to the article, man. These last days that we're living in. Where was I? In AP News. Right? Go back to that picture, man. I don't want to see nothing else but this. Right? Getting right to it. See that look in his eyes? He's ready. He ready for something. Been training. Got the young boys in the cut, man. Guns blazing. It's about to be that time. It's about to be that time in these last days. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Holy Bible. So it's your brother Iwa Zaab, aka Humble Wolf. I just want to just do this quick thing, man, because I seen these two things, bubbling up through the spirit. That damn wicked ass Catholic Church. And then you seeing this bubbling up. You can discern all these different things, but what about these times? right? So it's your brother Iwa Zaab, aka Humble Wolf, coming back again with another piece of necessary food. I want to give all praise, all glory to the Most High God in the name of His only begotten Son. And I want to give double honors to the elders out of HOY, New York, New Jersey, and all you sincere brothers and sisters, man. Shalom, shalom.